Hello folks and welcome back to Vintage Story. Last time we patched up to 0.1.16 and things changed. We got a bunch of new stuff to worry about. We got a shield now. We use for combat. Swords are now slower. We have we can make crates, we can make trunks. Fruit trees exist, although we have none here. All liquids were reduced by 10 times in the patch, no idea why. And drifters changed. Drifters only come out of rifts. That is the rift still. The rift is still there. You can't really see it in the darkness, but the rift is still there. Yeah, you can see it now. So I kind of want to hang around the rift and see what happens. I'm kind of tempted. I'm kind of curious to see the new drifters. That'll be the copper mine over there. Curiousness. So we're kind of waiting for. In the morning, we're gonna go and grab some more. We're gonna refill the charcoal pit. For that, I need to make myself a bunch of space, don't I? Because we know exactly how much we need. We need 13.5 stacks of logs to fill that charcoal pit. I might chop down these pine trees actually to be part of the damn stuff. What time is it? It's kind of more obvious where the rift is now. Hopefully you can see it. But yeah, now drifters don't spawn anywhere. They just spawn only next to rifts. Right, you just cut down all these pine trees now. Is that feasible? They're kind of just existing back here, and it's kind of, you know what? This doesn't look as nice as I thought it was going to do. Nice little pine tree back here. I might cut this down here and make this space for. Make it space for. If I get some fruit trees, we'll have a little fruit orchard back here, maybe. I know that if we go for the fruit tree situation, there's going to be a long time before it gives us any results. Because fruit trees are they're like real fruit trees. It's a yearly cycle for fruit trees. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the long run. It'll be several episodes before it triggers. It takes a while for them to grow. Then apparently they've got mechanics where for them to flower, they need to suffer a cold spell first to undergo vernalization or something like that. The trees have to basically, for trees to flower, they need to encounter a cold spell. At which point, once they come out of the other side of the cold spell and have heat again, they go, "Oh, winter's over. Now we can flower." It's how plants work. Which is why whenever you have a really cold spell and an unnaturally warm period, you can sometimes get flowering plants out of season. It happened famously here like a couple of years ago, where because there was like a really, really hot moment, like really, really hot time. I can't remember when it was. It was like basically we had an accidental, because of like weather changes and so forth. We ended up having a really hot period in the middle of winter. It was like unseasonably hot, and then we basically got loads of plants just started having flowers, and it was like, no, the worst of winter's still to come. Don't have flowers now. This is not the time for you to have flowers. But they did. They had loads of flowers, which was pretty, but also like, this is not good for you, because all these flowers are going to die. They're not going to be able to give new plants, because you may be thinking it's flowers, but none of your pollinating animals think it's spring. It was a very pretty but slightly very depressing time at the same time. Let's get rid of all these brushes as well, just because they annoy me. How much do you actually get out of that then? We got 6 stacks plus change of pine trees. None of those were going to give me resin, simply because none of those were You can only get resin from naturally spawning trees, which is a little bit silly. I mean, maybe there's a mod for that as well. Maybe there's a mod for like tapping. You can tap a pine tree or something to get resin from it. Okay, let's go. It's now properly late. It's now 8:30. Has the rift spawned anything for me to be concerned about? Not as far as I can see. Definitely within sight of the rift. The rift's right there. I put it between me and the cellar over there. You can definitely have a look at it. See, you can definitely see the rift now, especially with these things in front of me. But no, there's no indication of anything spawning nearby. How interesting. Let's grab some birch as well. Since birch is only really good for making firewood, might as well use it to make firewood, right? But I was talking about mods, but the mods we added, we had the mod for stone quarrying, the mod for metal bit recovery from the anvil. There's also a mod that, I think I mentioned it last time, there was a mod that basically improves, like adds like proper honey hives, like proper hives and stuff like that. And I'm tempted, it's too early to think about that, right? There's no point at that in the moment. But it is a temptation to say, okay, so, you know, we can make use of that, can't we? We can, what do you got here? What can we dump? Birch seed can go away. I don't care about the birch seeds. So that's what? It's 9. That's 9. 9 full stacks of logs, of which I need another 4. I can get one there for 10, one there for 11. And then I need 2 more. $14, $16. Okay. There's the lead ore bits. There's the lead ore bits. I knew we had lead ore back here somewhere. We need the lead ore for the solder, don't we? Let's see if we can actually see if there's any lead under this place. Ouch. A big hole in the ground here. I'll cover it up again with all the dirt in the future. Okay, now is not the time for thinking about that, isn't it? We're thinking about wood. It's also late, so let's go have a sleep. Let's go have a sleep. That's not what I thought it was. I got confused. I got turned around in the night. The lead I'm thinking about isn't there, but it's good to know that there's lead there as well, I guess. I can eat that edge of pie. I wonder how many solder bits you get from a single bit of single. We have 14, so we can always make it. We can almost make a nugget of an ingot of iron, of lead. So where are we over here? it is. Okay. That's also rich. Nice. Okay. We found the stuff. You can come back later on, but we found what I wanted to grab. So let's cut down more of this birch. What's 10, 11. If I fill that one out, fill that one out, and fill one more out. So if I basically make it so I just can't pick up logs anymore, that'll be the correct number of logs. No, it's not, because it'll be 13. I need 13 and a half. Ah, never mind. Guess I need 1.5 more stacks of logs. What I will do in the meantime is start filling up. And put this axe back there. Grab that axe there. I did look into the mods, the mod that was about the better knapping, but that mod hasn't been updated for a long time. So I'm not sure if it's even still working. I didn't pick it up. Right, we got a couple of those axe heads. A couple more axe heads. There's gonna be more than enough axe heads. Right, chop, 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 chop. Good. Those there. Grab those there. Good. Right. This there. Grab all the fire we can get our hands on. Last one here. Okay, let's go pop this down, because this is probably, yes, yeah, that is what, 59%. Yeah, we will go fill that up as well once we've stocked this up. Right, and then 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, just go grab some more. Oh, got everything good. Alright, pop back over here. One, two, three. That's that one full out, so it's I need actually 32. We need okay, we are very close. We need that much more. Put the axe back. Let's go grab. Let's go cut some more trees down. It's a stack and a half, isn't it? It's literally the stack and a half that I need. Stack and a half plus one. Let's go up there, see if we can cut those trees down there. Keep an eye out for the ones that give resin as well. So we'll do. We'll go up here. See if we can find the ones that are okay. Leaking pine log. So we'll leave you in peace because you give resin. You're all pointless. That one is that one. Is that one? This one doesn't have any leaking logs, is it? This is just regular pine. Yeah. So stack and a half plus 1. So 16, 16 and then 9. Okay. Again, any leaking logs on you? Nope. Need 7 more. 5, 6, 7 and a change. Good. That's fine. One of these as well. Okay. Let us go. Right. Give me copper spear. Give me the axe there. Thank you. Right, that's axis 23. Just gives me all of this. That doesn't quite do the job here. Need another axe. That's a hoe. I don't want a hoe. Me throwing a rock at the ground. As well you do. Sometimes, you know, sometimes. But then I threw it on the ground, as they say. Here. There. That one. That one. Put that back there. Pick that one up there. And the last one here. You can seal this off with some packed dirt. That one there. Charcoal pit is unlit. Light the charcoal pit. And then cover it. Right, charcoal pit is covered. Put these remaining firewood out here. And grab a stack, or a half stack of this stuff. We will go and fill up this. That, and then can light this as well. There you go, that's lit. That'll take us to 79. But I wonder if we need like one more. Like, if it's gonna get 19, if it's gonna be like 99%, we need to basically shove in a smidgen of extra stuff. It's currently. Oh yeah, we have no food. Is the bowl ready? Rot is done. 92% spoiled. Yeesh. I haven't got another bowl. I haven't got another bowl. All my bowls are used to make. All my bowls were used to make. Lamps. 92%. Okay, so I need to eat something before I pass out. I got some pie left over. Let's make use of the pie. There's some pie left over here. Quick, nom the pie. Eat the cranberry pie. Good. Also going to grab that pie as well. Because cranberry pie goes quick. Okay, done. How are we coming along here? 1.2 days left from those. 1.6 days left on that. 4 days left there. That 5.1 is matched to the blue cheese. 6.3, 8.7. I'm just going to go see about the milking. I'm assuming you're lit, right? Yeah, you are. Just check with the smoke. Which one of you? One of them's grown up. Generation 2, Generation 3. Yeah, you're gonna die, buddy, Bighorn Ram. Not now. There's no point killing you now. Your weight is low. No, it's only 9. They changed it? Oh, why? Oh, is it because... I wonder if it's because you're... No, your weight is good. Your weight is good. Have they changed the amount of milk? Hang on. When I was looking at the patch changes. Vintage story. There. Devlog. Stable 1.16. It's not 0.1.16, it's just 1.16. 0.0, which is where I got the 0 from. Let's go to the art. Let's go to that specific article, so I'm not searching everything. Where did the milk change happen to cows? No, not you cows. You... Milk, 9 liters. That's definitely different. $25 to $50. When did that change happen? Why is that giving me 9 liters of milk? I definitely didn't drink it this time, did I? I definitely didn't drink it. I tried my utmost to not drink that milk. So I refuse to believe I actually drank the damn milk. Did I just give out... Why? This seems like such a pointless change. Such a pointless and unnecessary change. Yeah, you're doing 61. Good, do that. Why is it the case, I wonder? What caused that to be a thing? Right, let's get the Galena here. Yeah, there's actually a use for lead now. There's not a huge use for lead. I think if I look at lead ingots, can be used to make solder. Well, we'll live to chalkos if you want to make the plates for lanterns. But lead can make lead solder, and lead solder literally is only used for making lead solder bars, which are only used for making the condenser in the boiler. Which is fine. It means that there is a use for it, but it's not a dramatic use for it. Oh, hello, quartz. Right, so let's get that back in there. this massive hole in the ground yet again. Move it, but I can't have been all this way back, but might as well fill everything up here. Good, done. We have 17 chunks of galena. That's 4 of them per bar. I don't know how much we're gonna get. We'll make a single bar of lead solder for the time being, just so we can see how much we actually need to grab. Might as well break all that up. 85. Now, what's the ratio we need to worry about here? Lead ingots. Lead solder ingot is 50-50. Cassiterite. We can make it with 9. Sorry, instead of making 10, we can make it 11, 9. 11. Oh, we have way more cassiterite than I thought we did. In which case, 10 to 10 is not a bad call. Can you do that? I'll make a single bar of lead solder. Lead solder should not require... Yeah, lead solder should not require... You can probably make lead solder with firewood. I refuse to believe that lead solder requires that to make, because it's 200 degrees, and wood is more than plenty to melt lead solder. According to the 232, 327, this gets to 700. This should be plenty to make the lead solder. What I want to see is how much lead solder bars we get from a single lead solder ingot. Lead solder ingot makes lead solder bars, and that's by sawing with at least a bronze saw. Nope, copper saw. Give me a copper saw. Yeah, see, 500, it's definitely smelting. Good. And lead solder is definitely soft enough to be hammered into... I'm not going to do it, but it's definitely soft enough to be hammered by a hammer, while cold. Put this back. Molten material lead solder. Still too hot, but it's not very hot for very long. Okay. So if I go around making that, how much do I need? If I want to make the distiller and the condenser, soldering iron is basically copper chisel and a stick. It's fine. So you got two copper plates there and 7 copper plates there. So you need still 9 copper plates. 7 lead solder bars and 2 soldering irons, which are not consumed. It's just a single thing. It's not a consumed thing. You are ticking away. Yeah, you are ticking away. Good. Okay. Not cold enough yet, but it's 7. Okay, we're going in a copper trip because I need 14, of which I've got 11 here. So, actually, do I have any? We do. Turns out that we do. There's the hammer. Let's grab. We can do. How's that? We can do up to. And that does require that to cook. Oh, it's hot as well. It was already pretty hot. Okay. There you go. That's solder. It's 91 degrees when I'm holding it in my hand, because of course I am. Right, how many lead solder bars do you get from this then? Not with the meteoric iron saw, that's a mistake. Right, so lead ingot, Lead solder ingot gives us 5. So I need to make at least 1 more bar of lead solder. I need 7. I'll do that afterwards. Okay, I'll do all this. I'll do all the melting and smelting off camera, but we'll carry on next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.